I am here to talk about the wolf moon. There's a few different themes that I'm picking up on, so maybe about 5 that I'm just going to go ahead and review. One is a previous endeavor, a previous project, maybe a passion project, something that you were excited to see come into fruition. It's back. So for whatever reason, it hasn't really come all the way into this reality. Maybe there were other hiccups or the timing was just off. Now is a good time to pick that back up, add a little bit more to that canvas. Number 2, is there something that you can commit to for the next 2 months? Whether that is adding something like maybe you've got a fitness goal, maybe you are trying to eat healthier. It could also be something that you're trying to subtract, you're trying to take away. So maybe reducing social media use or not texting that ex, right? Whatever it is, can you commit to it for a couple months? For some reason, I'm getting 100 days, and I know that sounds intense, 100 days, but I'm telling you, there's something about this. Like, if you can hold on, if you can commit, and it doesn't have to be every single day that you're putting some type of energy towards that thing. After 100 days, just like cyclically, this is a cycle breaker. You may also surprise yourself with this. Like, I'm thinking of, that saying, and I know it's true, that it takes 21 days to break a habit, right? So imagine if you can hold out past that, you're going to shock yourself. You're gonna be like, whoa, I didn't know I could do that. Like, this felt like it was gonna be so hard, and it really wasn't. So I think there's something so positive in it. I feel like there's going to be an internal shift. Like, you're already going to be on a different kind of threshold based on whatever move you make in this, how far you can commit to it. 2, you're going to surprise yourself and really realize, like, damn, I can dig deep. 3, there's some kind of reward at the end of this. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it is very specific to each thing, but you will be rewarded. Theme number 3 is cleaning out the closet. So that might actually mean your closet. That might mean it's time to purge, donate, recycle. But I think it's also on a spiritual, emotional, like cleaning out the closet. Like, we're becoming aware of things and the cards are in front of us and we've got to figure out, is this a donate? Is this a purge? Is this a trash? Like, bye, I'm done with that cycle, that pattern. We're starting to now speak more into our environment as to these things that we are now seeing about ourselves. Maybe we don't like it. Maybe it's actually time to address it. Maybe a lot of us are doing shadow work and we're recognizing, oh, you know what? That whole time I thought so-and-so was toxic. Actually, it was a lot of me, or like there was a lot of co-toxicity. So take the cleaning out your closet however you may. That will probably resonate differently for each one of you. But I definitely hear like the Eminem song, I never meant to make you cry, but tonight, you know the rest. All right, theme 4, practice. So there's something right now in our lives that we're being called to practice. It is that idea of that repetition. I keep getting this like repetition. There's something that we're cycle breaking, but there's something else that we've got to do to break that cycle. So it's almost like, oh, if I'm trying to fight unhealthy eating, then I've got to be repetitious about actually buying and consuming the healthy food, right? So there's this thing we want to get rid of, but then there's this other habit, this other thing that we've got to call in and keep doing. So practice, whatever that may be for you. So for me, it's showing up on here on this platform. I don't always know what I'm going to be saying. Some of it is very cringe to me. Like, I'll look back at it, I'm like, I can't believe I'm talking about this. Like, nobody cares. Like, what? But I'm getting this message that this is practice. I don't know what it's practice for, but it's practice. And it's just like being on a fitness journey. Like, you're not going to see the results in one day. You've got to keep showing up. And then months down the road, you're like, oh, I'm toned, babe. And then I have a 5th point, and this is more so for my empaths or my highly sensitive people. With this wolf moon, thinking of the wolf, can you remain loyal to the pack while also holding and being autonomous, standing in your own energy, your own power, and feeling into what the purpose is in that? So not taking in so much from the collective energy, but using that kind of maybe as like a compass, as a guide. But you get to dictate. You get to kind of hold your own aura, your own energy, and decide what you do with that information. Okay? So just to recap the 5 points. 1 is that a previous endeavor, a previous project is back now to be revisited. So it'd be a good time to add to that. Number 2, 100 days. What can you commit to? Whether it's like little micro habits or something that you are really ready to full on commit to. Again, that can be something that you're adding or something that you're taking away, but this is of benefit to you. This is a positive change, and you're going to see and feel that shift. Number 3, cleaning out the closet, whether that is your actual closet or an emotional, spiritual cleaning, really looking at what is there. What have you been hiding? What have you been tucking away behind the door? It's time to look at that, shed some light. Number 4, practice. So there's something we're supposed to be repeating or doing or calling in. Maybe it felt cringe. Maybe it felt uncomfortable. Maybe it felt difficult. Now is a time to really practice and understand that that practice is going to get you somewhere. And number 5 was more so for my empaths, like I said, but it's really figuring out how do you hold your own space while not neglecting the pack, the collective. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care. Happy full moon.